too much stuff, but,
He's a young man.
yep. Close. I've got 5 o'clock. I'll call the meeting to order today, Monday, June 3rd, 2024. Roll call, we have Selectman Mackenzie Jewett, Kevin Buck, myself, Jamie Thurlow, Town Clerk Sarah Abbott, and Town Manager Jesse Dunbar. Eric and Howdy have both called out for tonight's meeting.
I make a motion to excuse Howdy Goodwin and Eric Eaton from tonight's meeting.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to excuse Howdy Goodwin and Eric Eaton from tonight's meeting. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Adoption of agenda. Is there anything anyone would like to change? All right, approval of minutes. We have the minutes from May 20th, 2024.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of May 20th, 2024.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes from May 20th, 2024. Is there any discussion?
Yeah, on the public hearing, I think there should be a motion made to accept, to approve the permit, and I didn't see that in there.
Yeah, I forgot it.
I don't know who made it or seconded it, but
Want us to say as amended then, Jesse?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's been moved and seconded as amended. Is there any more discussion? All those in favor? Good catch on that one, Kevin.
yeah.
Approval of warrants. We have warrant 112 for $12,876.10 and 113 for $80,277.47.
Make a motion to approve warrants 112 and 113.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve warrant 112 and 113. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Regular business. First thing we have is Pacific Hall. We've already talked about, I know before, American Legion possibly using it. And Frank, you here for that?
I am, thank you. You other don't know me. I'm Frank Stanley. I'm here tonight to represent the American Legion, Rob and Eugene know it, Post 69 Southwest Harbor. There's been some discussion recently of, we have a group of people that actually want to buy the Legion, seeing how it's being underused as far as our purposes go. We have been renting it out. We have been managed to maintain it to date, but it's getting to a point where our numbers are dwindling. Most of us now are Vietnam veterans, and we have one different war veteran trying to encourage Afghan and Iraqi veterans to join, whatever other conflicts there are. But recruitment is like every other group. It's hard to get people to step up and do their civic duties, so to speak. So we're entertaining the idea of selling the building to a group of people that have come forward and asked us about it. They're a nonprofit as well as we are. Their purpose is very current, and I won't divulge it right now, but their purpose is to help people that are having trouble in life, getting their life straightened out. So we've had discussions after discussions about it amongst ourselves. They've offered us life tenancy there, which is a great thing up front, but if they should ever decide to move that building, life tenancy becomes, you gotta find a place to go. So as you know, Sherm Stanley's probably talked to everyone here about this more than once. Yeah. He's on megaphone. That's the problem is we don't get the information in him before he gives it up.
Yeah.
So our hopes would be, I've been told this by Sherm and by others, that it's a nice building. The Church of West Tremont's a nice building. It's been renovated. It's small enough where a group like ourselves, down in the numbers, I think we have maybe 8 or 9 members each meeting. We do not meet July through October, so that it's pretty much vacant at that point from our uses unless we have something come up we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
We all know the building, we all grew up in it, so I mean, it's, to me, it instead of getting a life tendency from a group of people that are, who knows where they'll go with this sort of deal, cover our own selves, in order to keep our charter, some of us feel as though it would be relevant to have our own anchor, have our own place to call it in our community. We don't want to give up our charter. We have a lot of veterans that need to be remembered, and probably many more to come. So that's our function. We have community efforts that we're supposed to be pursuing, but we don't get any per se support from the community as far as the, the town itself. We pretty much left on our own. And with our numbers dwindling, and I think I might be one of the youngest ones at 68. So it's getting harder to recruit people to help us with like the lobster bakes we used to do. But our typical off the cuff thinking is, if we could sell that building in Southwest Harbor, which has not been evaluated very high, but it's not, it would be enough to, if we could assume that building in West Tremont in some manner, we'd probably be financially fit enough to maintain that building and do the community efforts that we're inclined to do, if, obviously if we could afford to do it. So it was an idea that we talked about it a year ago, and we talked about it again. There's some members that, I don't know if they think the Legion should keep going. I'm one that does. So you guys aren't, from what I understand, you don't really know what you're going to do with the building. And wouldn't be putting it back on the tax roll, but it would become another 531C, just like, just like we are now, a 301C. And we were wondering what you guys thought about maybe transferring that building over to a group that would appreciate and use it. And we could start with that and see where it takes us.
So you're talking about purchasing the building?
Gifting, yeah. You
Yeah.
can gift it.
I just heard you coming into a pile of money for it.
That was probably enough to run the building for a number of years.
Yeah.
If it was like $500,000, no problem. Yeah, well,
I heard a few years ago it was worth more than that.
Well, what, a few years ago, it might have been. You know what, honestly, Kevin, if we get more than what we thought we were able to get for it, I have no problems.
Yeah.
No problems giving the town we don't expect anything from anything. We've never had anything really given to us, so we're used to it. I mean, we just keep pounding away. Somehow we managed to keep going. But this looks like an opportunity to really do the community functions that we're supposed to be involved in, like the Little League and things of that nature. Plus, we give the high school money for when kids go to college, and we give rewards out at the 2 schools. We have a lot of things we do. There's a lot more we could be doing if we had the people and the money. But
Yeah. I'd kind of like to see something happening with it.
Yeah.
It's just going to go to hell heck if you don't use it. You know that.
Yep.
You're familiar with the parking issues?
The parking situation, yes, I'm very familiar with that. And I will tell you from my history of living in that town all my life, not yet, but we've got maybe one neighbor there that'd really be a pain in the butt, but I'm not worried about that. We have 8 to 10 people go there it will go to most of the meetings, not always all the time. So parking for us, for what we do is our meetings, not an issue. If something can be done there, I'm going to approach another veteran that abuts that property, so maybe we could purchase another, say, 1,500 square feet to do something different. We're not in it to, hurt anybody's feelings or, we're looking at it as a practical function. It just happens that new law enforcement chief is a member of our Legion too. So when it comes to patrolling and, we'll obviously have him to tell us, what we can and cannot. And those of you that's lived around here forever knows that you've been to weddings there, the cars go all the way up to Seal Cove, so, you know, it works, but that's not our intentions. We're not trying to clog up the street. And we're aware of that, and we're aware of the parking.
Jesse, when it goes back to what Morgan had when he gave it to the town, are we allowed to, what are we allowed to do with it? Because I think it had to go back to him for a right of first refusal, I believe.
That's okay.
Yep.
If you're I believe if the town wants to dispose of it,
Yep.
then it needs to go to him for right of first refusal.
That would also take town meeting and, you know,
Yes.
I think to do,
To
yeah.
dispose of it, yes, we'd have to go to a town meeting vote.
I think that what I was thinking of before when we talked about this was letting the Legion use it for,
Property.
yeah, well, no, just a, you know, like whatever, 3-year lease for $1, you know, just so that it's covered, and as long as you guys, you know, you wouldn't have to pay taxes on it, you just have to, do the upkeep,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. And then that would get someone in there to use it. I'd like to do what we can to help the Legion, and,
Appreciate it.
and then, once we, you know, as you fit in there, see how it fits you, and see, you know, if it works good, then we could talk to Morgan about it, you know, just, cause I don't think he would see an issue in that at all, but
Yeah,
you just wanna be sure.
That sounds logical, there's good logic in that.
Yeah.
And, you know, the biggest thing we have a problem is if this entity that purchases our
Mhm.
building in town decides to disband and they sell the building
Mhm.
commercially,
Yep,
our life tendency goes out the window.
yep.
So I don't want everybody meeting in my living room, so. This is one of the reasons that I volunteer on top of the guy. And I would, there's not many others.
Yeah.
But, you know, if we had a place to call home,
Yep,
and I'll tell you up front that from my knowledge of the American Legion in the state, if the building was ever sold, like either
Mhm.
one of them, and the charter was to be discontinued, all that money goes to the state.
yep,
We don't want that happening right this, I mean, to the state Legion members.
yep,
So we bought the building, we paid for the building, we got to get the building. But if we decide to get out of the charter, then we have to give it to them, I figured that would help. But
yep.
then again, where does the money go anyway? So
Mhm.
it's not about money with us so much, it is
Yep.
being anchored and, you know, being able to honor those that have gone before us, so.
Yep. What do you guys think about that, doing
I
a,
think it's a great idea. I'd love to
Yep.
see somebody in there.
Yeah, I agree, I mean.
Is it heated? It is,
Yep.
okay, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, it's a
It's
nice
just-
space.
Yeah,
And we haven't done a thing with it since we've had ownership
Yeah.
of it, except store books.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
the amount of members that you have is like perfect for the parking,
Yeah.
you know, cause the parking, every time we've wanted to do anything with it, parking just hits us right there,
Well, I
so.
won't say there won't be 12 cars there some nights, but.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. I
Yeah,
know
you,
she-
you guys carpool, don't you?
That's right.
That's right, yeah, that's what I thought you
That's
said,
it.
yeah,
But you know, the other thing about it too is that it's got the room for the meeting inside where this kitchen is. It's
Mhm.
to have a kitchen because we do have a meal.
yep,
Every meeting we have a meal and we go through all that. We've got a guy on retainer, we'll call it. He mows our lawns and weed whacks and keeps it looking nice. And all
Mhm.
we have to do is feed him all winter.
perfect.
But he's a big boy.
It's a good deal.
I don't know Charlie Ditmar, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, I do.
He put a few cheeseburgers down.
Yeah.
But he's a good sort, and his
Yeah.
dad was in the military and
Yep.
whatnot, so we've got a pretty good thing going there, at least in that
Yep.
group, so.
Good,
So, am I to go back tomorrow night and tell the boys that you're entertaining the idea, checking with the owner, the previous owner, to see what he might or might not wanna do? At the very least, we could probably just like lease it for a few years,
mhm,
and maybe from there, make sure it's a good fit for both the town
Yep.
and,
Mhm.
so.
yep, I think that that's what I would start with anyway, just so you could, it'll be a long process to, as far as purchasing for this.
Yeah, and I understand,
Yep.
and I understand that.
I think that if you did a, you know, like a, I don't know what you think, Jesse, but like a 3-year lease on it, and then that way, you know, make sure it fits for you guys too,
Yeah,
and,
we'll know by then, I would
Yeah.
think, you and
Yep.
if we got anybody left to do it.
And then
Now-
if it's 1 year in and you say this is a good fit, and then, you know, come back and approach us and we can start moving forward with, you know, maybe
Okay.
potentially, you know, the purchase. So,
I might add that we would wanna, there's not a lot of moving that has to go on, because we
Mhm.
don't own a lot of any, I mean, we don't, this is one of the things that I've always had a problem with. When you walk into our Legion, we don't look like the Legion, we have nothing in there that's military,
Mhm.
nobody's ever put a program together to put up artifacts. We've got World War II veterans that are more willing to donate some of their gear, a lot of
Mhm.
us Vietnam veterans, you know, that type of thing. We wanna put some stuff up, says we're here,
Mhm.
with the American Legion.
Yep,
That's cool.
A little more attractive for
Yep.
recruitment.
Yep.
So that's why we thought maybe if we could retain that building, that we
Mhm.
could put our sign on it, and we could, you know, maybe.
well, I don't think it'd be an issue putting a sign on it
Yeah,
anyway.
no, I know you
Yep.
would just take it all with us if we did boot it out.
Yep.
I don't think-
Yeah.
We're not rough and rowdy crowd.
Yeah.
like we could be.
You guys are there partying all night, then we'll have to, yeah.
Yeah. So, as far as you guys are concerned, you're gonna do some checking. You get back to me and let me know what, or is this all you're gonna do?
I don't think we need to check on it.
No,
You
I
wanna
think we'll
just
make a motion right now.
Draft the lease.
Well, okay. I
Yep.
didn't mean to interrupt you, Jesse, sorry.
No, go ahead.
For the lease part, you're gonna make the motion right now upon it at our convenience, because I don't know when, we're gonna talk about it tomorrow night now that
Yep.
we have an answer. And, I know I, for one, would love to be up there in the neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
again. So, if later on our needs are that we'd like to, purchase it or whatever, we could start over again with it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you want to
Yeah.
talk to your guys before we,
No, make the decision, you've given us permission, if you have
Okay.
to rescind it, we'll rescind it, but
Yep.
we talked about it, we had one guy walk out, he was so mad, he wanted to give all the money to the school where we got it. I'm like, you know, school's got enough money, and I love them, but you know, they got their own thing going on, let's take care of the veterans.
Mhm.
So, but that's just us,
Yep.
that's how you get stuff done.
Yep.
Best proposal I've heard for the building.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely,
Yep.
yeah.
I would say, if we did a motion for, Jesse to
3-year
work
lease.
on a lease, that basically 3 years, however you need to do it, for $1.
Yep.
We go October, first Tuesday in October to the first Tuesday of June. Tomorrow night's our last meeting for
Mhm.
the summer. We won't be back, but, as far as the lease goes, do it the sooner the better. We can go up, need some work done up there right now with
Mhm.
mowing and a few of the bushes all the way from the building, so it doesn't rot it back out, things like
Yep.
that. But we'll keep it simple, we won't change the landscape too much.
Yep.
If they decide to do it.
I'm
Good to me.
Yeah,
I make a motion for the town manager to draft a lease for Pacific Hall with the American Legion for 3 years for $1.
second.
It's been moved and seconded to ask the town manager to draft a lease for Pacific Hall with the American Legion with a term of 3 years and the amount of $1. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for all you do.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're more than welcome. I hope you don't mind if I go.
No, that's fine.
I have a good evening.
See you, Frank.
Yeah, be nice to see it used,
Yeah,
and that's a
absolutely.
big deal for them. That's
Yeah.
good. All right, next we have administrative official appointments. Jesse,
So this is
You have
your
to-
annual appointment of, for my position and then confirming my appointments with the rest of the town officials.
do we have to list each one? Okay.
Yes, we do, not everyone's, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Well, you make the other
You make
appointments,
the other
right?
Yeah.
appointments, so we just
So we only have
do
to
Yep.
list yours.
Yep.
Okay. I'll make a motion to appoint Jesse Dunbar as town manager, tax collector, treasurer, general assistance administrator, and road commissioner. Want some more? No. And to confirm his appointment of the following town officials.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to appoint Jesse Dunbar as town manager, tax collector, treasurer, general assistance administrator, and road commissioner, and to confirm his appointment of the following town officials. And you don't need those listed, right? You're good.
They'll be in
Okay.
there.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor? All right, next we have salary ranges. We have a copy of the salary ranges for this year.
It's good to me.
Yeah.
As a reminder, it's in the memo, but that these are the maximum amounts as budgeted, so.
It's up to your discretion.
Yeah, that's the amount I can go up to when hiring.
You sure that leaves enough for, like, town, for the public works, and I just,
Yeah.
if you find the right hire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, I'm comfortable.
I make a motion to adopt and sign the order setting salary ranges for municipal employees and officials for fiscal year '25.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to adopt and sign the order setting salary ranges for municipal employees and officials for FY '25. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? All right, next we have cemetery lot sales. We have, lot 76, 77, 78, 79, and head of the harbor cemetery, to Eleanor Stanley.
I'll make a motion to authorize the town manager to sell lots 76, 77, 78, and 79 in the head of Harbor Cemetery to Eleanor Stanley.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to authorize the town manager to sell lot 76, 77, 78, 79 in the head of the harbor cemetery to Eleanor Stanley. Is there any discussion? Is that at the, by Wayne Patton's house? Is that what that's called, head of the harbor?
It's Marsh Road.
Oh, Marsh Road one,
No.
okay.
I do question why they want 8 lots, but
Only a room. Family plot is
Spread out.
probably, yeah,
What's that?
Yeah.
probably a family plot.
yeah.
Yeah.
All those in favor? Okay, now we have another one for, Glendon Stanley to purchase lots 72, 73, 74, 75 at head of the harbor cemetery.
I make a motion to authorize the town manager to sell lots 72, 73, 74, and 75 in the head of the harbor cemetery to Glendon Stanley Jr.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to authorize the town manager to sell lot 72, 73, 74, 75 and head of the harbor cemetery to Glendon Stanley Jr. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Okay, next we have the town manager's report.
Alright, over the last couple of weeks, I had a FEMA exploratory call, regarding the January storms. They'll be down June 18th, for an on-site visit. That's for the public assistance, from FEMA. I had a meeting with the Sustainability Committee Chair. I attended a cybersecurity training through MMA. I've had a couple meetings with the police chief in Southwest, getting prepared for the July 1st start. Worked on contract. Posted the PFAS information on the town's website. I think we're up to about 10 requests through there for the testing. Had a League of Towns meeting, emergency preparedness conference in Augusta, meeting prep. I've hired Dave Chambers as foreman for Public Works, and have started advertising for labor position at Public Works. 2 interviews this week.
Nice.
And attended the Harbor Committee meeting. Office staff, the clerk, typed the select board minutes, did the BND reports, election follow-up, town meeting follow-up, 30-day notice work, committee openings, work for advertising our openings coming up this month, lien discharges, and election prep for the June primary election. And the CEO attended an annual CEO training, and we had a Zoom call with the attorney regarding the Cousins court case. Public Works has been busy mowing cemeteries, the town office, the library, filled washouts along Bernard Road, Rice Road, and Locust Point, ditching on Marsh Road, trim back an apple tree by the sidewalk by the school, garage cleanup, helped with floats, launching the south side of the ramp, and the transient boats. Harbor Master launched the south side ramp floats, put new tar paper on the southern ramp, new hose on the wharf and replaced some fittings, anchored down ramps on Gotts, and took the assessors over to Gotts Island, replaced a rope on the hoist, attended the harbor committee meeting, and responded to a submerged lands application. And over the next few weeks, I'm attending a DOT Zoom meeting to prepare for their upcoming public meeting on Seawall Road, and attending the lobster boat race safety meeting with Hancock County Emergency Management.
Thank you, Jesse. Suggestions for the next meeting? Date of the next meeting?
I'll make a motion to confirm the date of the next meeting for Monday, June 17th, 2024 at 5 p.m. at the town office.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to confirm the date of the next meeting for Monday, June 17th, 2024, 5 p.m. at the town office. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All those in favor?